Hey guys, in this video, I want to give a brief answer to a question that I'm going to unpack over several videos. Here's the question. How did Jesus bring redemption? So we teach that Jesus is our Redeemer. We teach that Jesus is our hero, and that's incredibly good news, isn't it? I mean, when you look at our world, really, heroes only exist in movies. So often in the real world, people who we look at and we admire as heroes, in the end, many times we find out that they're actually kind of disappointing. There's really only one hero who was perfect in every single way, and his name is Jesus. In this next set of videos, I want to be answering a question. How did Jesus bring redemption? And in asking and answering that question, what we're really saying is, what makes Jesus such an amazing hero? There are three words that really define what Jesus did to be our hero. Here are the three words: union, substitution, and elevation. Those are the three words: union, substitution, elevation. If you can understand these words, if you can see why they're so powerful, it's going to help you communicate the gospel in incredible ways. Let me just briefly introduce you to those three words. So first of all, union. Let me define that for you. Union. It means that God himself became man. God, the God of the universe, the God who created all things, actually took on humanity. There's no human being whose death could atone for the sins of all people. Only God could really step into those shoes. But also at the same time, there had to be a real human being who could do that. And that's what Jesus is. He is fully God. He is fully man. And we read about that in a lot of different places. One of the most important ones is Philippians chapter 2. It says he emptied himself by taking the form of a servant, being born in the likeness of men. Jesus created this union of God and man. And we're going to talk more about that. And I'm going to just tell you something. It's one of the most exciting messages that we can proclaim, that God became one of us. Second word, substitution. And that is just basically the idea that Jesus died the death that we deserved. 2 Corinthians 5:21. For our sake, he, God, made him, Jesus, to be sin. So for our sake, God made Jesus to be sin who knew no sin, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. So Jesus substituted himself in our place. Jesus said to the Father, Father, place all of the sins of the world on my shoulders. Father, let me be the substitute. Let me receive the punishment that they deserve. Father, bring it on to me. And at the very same time, Jesus also offered up another kind of substitute. And he said, Father, take all my righteousness, and I want you to put my righteousness on them, on us. And anybody who has faith in this amazing substitutionary work of Jesus is brought into relationship with God. They're made at one with God again. There's an atonement that takes place. The third word is elevation. After Jesus went into the grave, Jesus rose again to a new kind of life. And here's the amazing thing. Because he was united to us, and because we become united to him through his substitutionary death on the cross and through faith in that, then we ourselves can be raised up to new life. And Jesus was actually raised up and glorified. So everything that Jesus is becomes available to us. Galatians 2:20. I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. And this life I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. So here's this amazing message. We're not just told that our sins can be forgiven. We're told that because Jesus was raised to new life, we too can rise up to a whole new kind of life. Because Jesus ascended into heaven and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God, that we too have authority in Jesus Christ. So how is Jesus our hero? Union. He had united God and man. Substitution. Jesus took our place and also gave us his righteousness. And then elevation. Jesus was raised to new life, was raised up, seated beside the Father. And now he says to us, I want to raise you up with me. I want to give you this new life. I want you to have resurrection life. That's how Jesus is our hero. And for the next few videos, what I want to do is give you the essential biblical basis for understanding this incredible reality. Union, substitution, elevation. I can't wait to talk with you more about that.